Hi, we love it when people ask us complex questions, even if they don't believe our answers. It helps us go through our website, make sure all our ducks in a row. And if we give you bad news, we're sorry, but that's the law. We'll try and do what we can, but we can't do everything. We're not magicians, and we're not going to get you set up to have to give back all your subsidies at the end of the year. And we certainly aren't going to want you to get in jail for tax fraud, because that's all these subsidies are, is uh, tax refunds. Hold on a second while I get that page on our taxes at the end of the year. So, you can get all the subsidies you want, but at the end of the year, you got to fill out IRS Form 8962. And if you got too much subsidies or subsidies you weren't entitled to, you got to give it back. That's the law. I didn't make it. President Trump was not kidding when he said insurance was so complicated, nobody knew. He just should have asked me. Anyways, so the question here is someone's got, let's say, $1 million in business income, but, 1.5 million in expenses. So it's your net income that counts. And we've got a web page here that talks about Schedule C, profit or loss from business, and it's line 31. You have your gross income up here, but what's the profit or loss? And then you've got Schedule C, business income. And I'll show you the actual form, not just what I cut and pasted, so you can see that a little bit better. So, here's Schedule 1. And then all your business income or loss, attach your Schedule C, and that goes here. And then anything on Schedule 1 that's, positive, well, it may be negative too. I'm not a tax accountant. I'm not authorized to give tax advice, but that goes here on line 22. So then, here's the full form of your Schedule C, profit or loss from business, and what counts is the net profit, not your gross income. So you got your gross income, but you're entitled to take off all your expenses. And, that reminds me of something else. You have to take it off if it's legitimate, because changing your income to get a benefit is a crime. Hold on while I find that page. So here's a page we did a while back where we basically cut and pasted the law. But if you look at here, it says that if you inflate or include income, you can get busted. So that's a legal thing. Talk to your attorney or your CPA. But since I'm not a licensed tax professional, I'm just allowed to show you the law. I'm not allowed to interpret it. But you can go to volunteers and have have them help you. I mean, I've got 2 degrees in insurance. So anyways, let's get back to, how much does business income count and what's your federal poverty level. So you got the business income, net profit and loss, the income chart. So, for a family of 3, you got to have at least $30,000 to, get into the covered California range. Otherwise, it's Medi-Cal for adults. If you're pregnant, then it's up to, 46,000, and then the Medi-Cal access program for that. So if you have any questions on that, well, call Medi-Cal. I don't get paid to help you with Medi-Cal. And Medi-Cal loves to have people put in there because they love to have people in there as opposed to covered California. And sometimes it can be very difficult to get out of Medi-Cal. We've got some pages on that. Hold on. So, here's information on getting out of Medi-Cal, but it can be difficult. And then Medi-Cal thinks they're great and wonderful. And, Medi-Cal requires everyone to be in an HMO. And the HMOs are the same companies pretty much that are in covered California. Let me get you that page too. So here's the Medi-Cal HMOs that you can pick from. Just go to this page on our website. I'll put all these links in the answer. And then you can pick, what HMO you want. All the coverage is mandated under essential benefits for Obamacare. So basically the difference is like how many doctors they have participating in each program. And if you look at this page on dual coverage, I have a lot of people complaining that want the Medi-Cal and not their husband's employer plan or ex-husband's employer plan. So anyways, if your income's below 30,000, I don't see any way out of it. And if you find a way, please post it, because then we'll share it with the public. Here's our page just on MAGI income, showing the same thing. And we've got all the research materials here. If there's something here, believe me, I've got it. Maybe I don't interpret it right, but if you can, please post it. But here's the Advocate's Guide to MAGI. Here's how the premium tax credit works, official government publications. Here's covered California business income. You only count the taxable portion. So your gross income, you can make $1 million, but it's how much do you have after the legitimate expenses. You've got profit or loss from business, but you have to take your expenses. At the end of the year, you got the premium tax credit, and they adjust it. So if you weren't entitled to it, you're going to have to give it back. And that should be it. If you need any clarification, just post it. And if someone finds an answer of how someone can get covered California subsidies on 85% federal poverty level, that's news to me. And please post it. Please provide documentation that it's legal and you're not going to jail or tax fraud or anything else. Thanks a lot.